We are live.
Oh wait, holding protein shaker. How are you today?
So morning everybody, it is the morning after the night before. So last night was a buns night.
It was haggis, neats and tatties and whiskey for me.
I was at my daughter's show, came home, didn't have any haggis, neeps and tatties, and I'm off the whiskey for now. So Joey Gallon's on, big wee Joey. So for anyone that doesn't know, Burns Night pays homage to the famous Scottish poet, Rabbie Burns.
Rabbie Burns.
And we've got comments on Facebook too!
Way!
Who's that?
Last week...
Aldi Abdul Kadir, hey, and Gary McIntyre.
Happy days. Last week the Facebook comments were not working, but they're working this week, so happy days. This is awesome.
So on Burns Night, did you read a Burns poem?
Do you know what? I always read Ode to the Haggis. I just like it. Yeah. It's basically it's along the lines of, you know, it's the address to the haggis, but the last line is something along the lines of blah 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 blah, gear a haggis, and it's basically like give Scotland a haggis type thing.
Well, it was funny last night. So again, my daughter had her first ballet show, and I was so proud. I was like, "My wee darling," she did great. But in the show, one of the dances, this was not a dance she was involved with, had Oor Willie.
No,
and it was absolutely brilliant. So the songs was James Cribbins and Help My Ball. But there was a young lad, this was at Julie Young's dance school, so anyone, well done Julie Young's dance school, brilliant. But the young lad came out with a proper Oor Willie wig on, and done with ease, but he had a brilliant personality.
If you don't know who Oor Willie is, the Oor Willie hairdo was not quite like this, but not far off.
It was wild, wasn't it? Yeah. And it was basically a comic strip that used to appear in the Courier, was it? Or no, the Scotsman? Well, one of the Scottish newspapers, and Oor Willie was carved in. He'd sit down on his upside down bucket, and it was all very, very Scottish. And if you do a Google search, Oor Willie and the Bruins, you'll also get another old Scottish story, and it'll be all Scottish slang. But this song was James Cribbins and Help My Ball. It was really, really well done, so it was definitely worth it.
So, so Robert Burns was our, that's our national poet. He was a poet, and then we made him our national poet, and we had a day to celebrate him. Is it the day of his birth or the day of his death?
Well, that's a good point.
That's a really good question. We should know that. Burns Night, we just celebrate Robert Burns.
It's usually haggis, neeps, tatty, whiskey, and you generally read a poem.
Yeah, so I had a few Lefroy's last night, but it's nice to kind of look through his poems because they're not in English, but they're not in Gaelic, they're in Scots. And Scots is this language that is still used to this day, and Rab and I will use it from time to time. Every now and then there'll be a wee word thrown in, So the word we, the wee word thrown in, that's in Scots. It's not English, it's not Gaelic, it's Scots, it's our own language.
It reminds me of in the movie Snatch.
That's right, yeah.
He says, it's not English,
it's not Irish,
it's just pikey.
Well, Scots have got their own language, and Rabbie Burns wrote all his poems in Scots, and it's just fantastic. So yeah, go and find the Rabbie Burns book and read his poems.
Yeah. Actually, do you remember I don't know if this was last year, maybe even the year before, we went to see Lynn and James Sterling.
Yes.
We did a video. It was
Ode to the Haggis.
Ode to the Haggis, yeah. But remember when we're sitting at the statue and Lynn came round and she went to hand the phone to James, her husband, and dropped it and smashed the screen. We got it in slow-mo. It was like, oh shit.
And initially she was like, you dropped that, and he was like, it wasn't me, and then we had it in slow-mo on camera, and James went like that to touch it and knocked it out to Lynn's hand.
That's right.
Funny.
Well, did he knock out her hand?
He went like that and knocked it out.
Oh, right. I remember the slow-mo sorted out the argument for it, which was fine. We saw that Holly Dolly was on, so all the best with your van hunting with you.
I've got a lot of comments on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Morning, guys. Gary McIntyre's on.
Gerardo, Michael Vassan, Stephen, Burns Night. You know that feeling.
You know that feeling. Frida Kruger's on.
Frida Kruger.
Debbie's on. Ian Allen McLaughlin.
Today's Burns Night, yes. Love you guys. Tony, Larry.
I'm going to do a quick set while he's reading some comments.
It's still Friday in Hawaii.
Oh, really?
Anna Chamberlain.
Anna Chamberlain, she's a clan member, actually.
Yeah. Hello from North Shropshire. From Tara, Bianca. From Mexico. Morning, guys.
Mexico.
Morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Macho body.
Macho
Rose
man.
Rose Edlam. Oh Christ, that's a big. There's a big comment there in a different language, and I can't read that. I'm sorry. Morning from Burns Country, Ayrshire. Happy days, Pauline Aitchison. Juan Ivan, hi from Boston. Pauline, do you know? So obviously Burns Day, is it celebrating his birthday or his death? Not too sure. Pretty sure it's his birthday. I think it's his birthday.
We'll go with his birthday.
I'm saying it's his birthday.
You wouldn't celebrate his death, would you? I mean,
well,
really?
we celebrate Christ's death, don't we?
Do they? I suppose Easter, right? Yeah.
The whole like everybody's wearing a cross around their necks. That's how he died.
It's quite savage when you think of that way.
Have you ever thought about it? Like if you really, really loved somebody and they were stabbed to death, right? Would you wear a knife around your?
I know.
It's like a torture implement. I don't understand that part of
Well, like
Christianity.
William Wallace was quartered, but the Scottish people didn't go around with like,
yeah,
Julian was in quarters, right?
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Fuck you."
And he was hung, drawn, and quartered, right? So a wee noose around your neck. You're like, oh yeah, William Wallace. It's like nah.
That was actually quite brutal in the Outlaw King. So if you've seen Outlaw King with Chris Pine, when they actually right at the very beginning, they've obviously come in and they put up a quarter of William Wallace, which is like
it's like his leg or something. You're like, oh, it actually brings it home a little bit more, doesn't it? You're like, wow.
Actually, if you watch Braveheart first into that, I know historically accurate, etc., not really there, but if you watch one into the other, you'll be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now next week we have got an awesome week of videos being released. Our Monday and Wednesday videos.
Yes, Monday and Wednesday is going to be. We're really proud of these videos actually.
Yeah.
But what we've done is we've taken what we do on YouTube and Facebook and we've just tweaked it slightly because we want to still give an element of us.
Yeah.
But we all wanted to make it a little bit more sort of cinematic in a way, just have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And to hopefully make it quite enjoyable to watch, rather than just us rambling for like this video that you're watching right now. Us rambling. These videos are just a little bit more polished.
Yeah. And a big thank you to our wee Holly Dolly. She puts up with a lot, so she actually helped us with filming for both of those videos.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice because when you've got someone filming for you, it makes it so much easier. We don't, because normally we just set up a tripod and film, and then if we want the camera to move, the best thing we can do is the drone, but it's not always. Can't get the audio with it, so. So
this way we can actually do sort of walking scenes. So as we're walking, Holly's then following us around, so yeah, it's good. Yeah. Really good to have her. Are you bringing a book out? Ooh. Craig Burrell, that's a very, very interesting question. Yeah. The answer is yes, we are. We just don't have the title of the book, the contents of the book, a date for the book, or even an idea for the book. But we are bringing it out because it's part of our plan, right?
Yeah, it's part of the plan.
It's part of the plan is to have a book, but
and when we make a plan, we stick to the damn
We do.
plan.
We've had a bunch of plans, and they're all just kind of right. Knock that one off, tick that in the box.
Yep.
And they're all just going. So yeah, the book is still there. It is going to happen. We just don't know the details yet.
Just don't know the details.
And then actually, there's a really good concept for anybody who's thinking about weight loss or your fitness in general, your health and well-being. Absolutely, just have a plan, have a goal, have an outcome that you're going to go for, and no matter what, just stick to it. Say, no, that's going to happen, and just set it as your future. And it can be quite powerful.
So G Wells says, right, off to parkrun. So well done, G Wells. Parkrun's a great concept. So here in Scotland, is it across the UK or is it just in Scotland? Parkrun.
What's that?
The parkrun.
I'm not sure.
Well, anyway, certainly in Scotland, maybe the UK, we've got this thing called parkrun where across all the towns and cities, or the majority of them anyway, on a Saturday morning, they organise a Saturday and a Sunday, usually in most places, a parkrun. It's free, you go along, you just virtually get your training gear on. I think it's a 5k, if I remember right. And they do it in a group, and everybody just rocks up. And I think you can get timed, and then you just try and work on your time to improve. And I think the Sunday's the family kind of one where you can run with your kids.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, which is it a 3k, is it? Or whatever. Anyway, it's a great concept. So people can walk it, they can run it, they can, well, pretty much do what they want, right? But it's just a great thing for people to then just run together. They look forward to it all week going to their park run. So well done.
Happy days. And Craig was just saying that he manages a bookshop in Glasgow and he'd help launch our book for us.
Oh, happy days.
Thanks, Craig.
What a legend. Making contacts.
Hello from Kathy in Missouri.
Missouri?
Every time I hear Missouri, I think of Under Siege.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, when I think here Missouri, I think of Midori. Then I think of Still Game. I'll get the comments here, mate. I'll get the Facebook ones. Yeah, I think of Story Midori. So we've got a show called Still Game, and I've got the Facebook ones here, mate.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah, I think of Still Game. They've got the Story Midori.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's their big friend who comes down from somewhere up north to sort out the young ones, but then he eats them out of house and home. And there's one bit they go into the toilet and he's left this absolute log that is like filled the toilet and then it's got a wee peak, so he obviously did it and then just stepped off. And they couldn't flush the toilet, but anyway, eventually this big guy, they try to keep the Midori away because apparently he goes nuts when he's on the Midori. And he goes down to the shop and they'd hidden the Story Midori, but he finds the bottle and goes absolutely bananas, and eventually they have to send him home.
Excellent.
Ira saying, can you guys describe the tartans you use? Describe them. Well, they're red.
Describe the tartan.
You want the name of it? This is the Royal Stewart. To describe it, well, just
it's red and green and blue and yellow.
Red and green and blue, yeah. Abdul saying parkrun also happens in London. Yes, I think the park runs right across the UK then.
I wonder who manages that. Like, that's a really good idea. Very kind of them to do that for.
Well, I tell you what, a bunch of fucking arsehole councils. Some of the councils try to charge for it.
No.
Because they're like, oh well, the grade of the path. Like, some of them, because there's a grouping of people and there was a big outrage. Wow. I can't remember what councils it was. Somewhere down south, actually, come to think of it, and everybody was in outrage. They're just greedy buggers. So if you know any councillors, shame on you councillors, you're corrupt. A lot of you.
Yeah. Don't poke them in the eye.
Yeah, right. What else is on? Bonjour from Ghana. Shabir Ahmed, hi, hello.
Good days.
Mark Stevens.
On YouTube.
You need a guest spot on Still Game, that would be funny,
that would
right?
be good. That would be good.
Who would be Jack? Well, which one's the smaller one? Is Jack the smaller one or is Victor?
Jack
We'll be the remake of Still Game.
Yeah. Well, it's Jock McClop and Bob.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
If you haven't seen Jock and Bob, go and watch. Go and search for "Do the Scots Really Hate the English?" It was a live feed that we did. We went for about an hour and 20 minutes.
All in character.
Yeah. In character.
We're scooping whiskey, black and white.
It's black and white. It's the whole thing. It still makes us laugh.
It was funny because was it Facebook? One of them, because we had Facebook and we had YouTube, but one of them went to wait till live before putting the filter on. The other one we could have the filter from the start. Yeah. So like one of them starts off in colour and you can't see us, and you just see his fingers kind of like beep, and then goes back, and then we jump on. It's like way.
Yeah, we could never be seen in colour on that one.
No,
but it was from 1824, was it? Was the year Glenlivet was founded.
Yeah. You want them for now, or you?
Yeah.
Somebody, Glenn, saying he wants to visit Scotland sometime soon.
Oh, happy days. Glenn RZ.
Now, Glenn, we actually did a live stream in here, and it was places to visit in Scotland, so you can search that one. And what was great about that video is, in the comments, lots of people gave plenty of examples of things we forgot about. They're like, oh, what about here, here, and here?
That's right, yeah.
So, if you search that video, watch the video, or go into the comments, you'll get loads of suggestions for places to go. That's actually a video we could almost redo with a whiteboard. Just work our way through it.
We just went off with what was sort of in our head at the time, but Scotland's just full of like fantastic places. So yeah, really good.
Where's the nicest place you've been recently? You were up north. Oh,
we were on the west coast in Argyll, which my son Argyll thought was hilarious. He was like, Argyll, I'm going to Argyll, and I'm Argyll, and we're going to Argyll, and my name is Argyll. He just kept going on. It's so funny. But where we were, I've always wanted to go and see Castle Stalker, which is this castle on a this island is like tiny, literally just bigger than the castle itself. And there's a castle, and you're like, holy shit, this is really cool. I've always wanted to go and see it, and it just so happens that the wife booked this accommodation for us, just like a wee cottage. And I was looking on the map, and I was like, Castle Stalker is right there! And it's literally half-hour walk from where we were. It was 10 minutes down the road, and then 20 minutes along this track. And then we're like, holy shit. Anyway, so if you've been on Rab and I's personal Instagram, so my personal Instagram, I took a picture of next to Castle Stalker, which was actually quite a good photo. Quite like it. It's actually on my screensaver on my phone now. But yeah, if you're on Instagram, go and check out Rab and I's pages. Find us through the Kilted Coaches. So just search the Kilted Coaches on Instagram, and then in the bio you'll find our links to our personal profiles. Yeah. Go and like them. Because we're just building up. It's a different element to what we do in the Kilted Coaches. Kilted Coach is very much us in kilts doing fitness stuff and health stuff and mindset stuff. Whereas the personal stuff is just like a little touch of our personal lives, our families are on there, what we do, we're not always wearing kilts, we do wear jeans sometimes.
It was funny because one of the pictures I did, when we were out on a dog walk, so I took a picture by logs, it was quite popular. So when we went filming the other day, I brought my jeans with me, he's like, what are you doing? I was like, from Instagram, putting jeans on, top of the hill, you know, I was like, yes.
I was like, for Instagram or for your fan base?
But yeah, his face was like, fuck, I never thought that.
I didn't think of that. Do you know what was funny? Because there's wearing a kilt, obviously we love wearing kilts, but for sort of nice physique shots, you know, the top off and whatnot, when you're wearing jeans, because they're a little bit lower down, you get this sort of V coming in, and it's actually an awesome shot. So if you follow us, you'll know what shot we're talking about with Rab when he stood next to the logs and like that. It's a really good shot.
I didn't even think too much about the shot, we're just out, I was like, oh, what the hell, we'll just get a nice photo for Instagram.
Yeah. I think it's because we had just been in here, hadn't we? And you're like, oh, I'll sort of relatively pumped up.
Yeah, that's
Socks
right.
coming off and just do a quick pose. I'm putting it down to the photography skills.
Yeah, the photographer was on form and I put it down to the quality of camera, I put it in portrait mode. That was portrait mode, wasn't it?
I'm not sure actually.
That's what you love about the new iPhones, about that portrait mode. And for any photographers out there, you must be like pulling your hair out because iPhones can do some amazing stuff with images now.
We spent a lot of money on cameras actually.
Yeah.
And we still use them, but actually, see if in terms of lenses, it's hard to beat an iPhone unless you're going really professional, so you're going to spend thousands on your camera.
Yeah.
iPhones are.
And actually nowadays a camera, in my opinion, is only really good for things that are further away. Anything close you get away with a phone. Well, apart from the audio thing, we need a bit of that. Dale saying, gentlemen, just spent the night dancing at Pumple Jacks. What was that? Pump Jacks in Vancouver. Ran into Duncan McLeod, says he knows you too. Maybe knows the channel, I don't know. Duncan McLeod. Carlos is saying, hi coaches, warm regards from Brussels. Hi Carlos. I'm also saying hi. James Murto is saying, good early morning from Insomniac Theatre. Victoria is saying, good morning lads, hope you're not both suffering too much. Not at all actually.
Do you know what's funny is obviously we've both been to Canada, across the world, and whenever someone hears your accent, they're like, oh, you're Scottish. You're like, yeah. Oh, do you know such and such? Do you know like from Joe McTavish? And you're like, no, he's from the sort of Aberdeen area. I'm like, yeah, like I know Scotland's quite small, but we've got like 5 million people on
it. They must think that because you know everybody in your town.
Yeah,
you know.
There's 5 million people in Scotland, and I have one friend.
I've got 2 because I've got my wee dog.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You're not friends with your dog anymore.
No, I was actually.
That's who you were meaning?
I was talking about my dog.
Fuck yeah. Dwayne saying hi from SoCal, so that's South Carolina or is that South California?
SoCal, I don't know.
Can't remember.
California.
Maury's from Germany. Irfan saying hello.
Days.
We are apparently the best men.
The best men?
The best men.
That depends on how you compare us, right? And who you compare us to. Because if Tom Hardy and Chris Hemsworth were here, then
we're still
damn right would be the best
men.
SoCal is California.
And Matt said
South Cali.
Yeah, because then Matt said howdy from NorCal, so NorCal.
Because SoCal is a clothing brand as well, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get SoCal.
Here's Mr. Fashion Forwards here, eh? Who's it left you that comment?
I can't remember.
That was fun.
I love Stephen's jumper. It's actually wearing my Christmas cardigan, and it's certainly not fashionable at all. But I just like the colours on it. It's got like reindeer on it.
It's like Stephen, you're so fashion forward.
I just like to wear it. Yeah, I love Stephen's sweaters. He's so fashion forward. I'm like, my fuck.
Stephen McKinley Watson, morning guys, morning Stephen. It's morning for us, I forget which time it is for everybody else.
Well, it's still Friday in Hawaii.
Oh, that's awesome, ain't it?
Wouldn't it be cool? This used to be one of my goals, not so much anymore, but I might actually reinstate it. Because we love sort of hogmanay in Scotland. Imagine doing a hogmanay in Hawaii. No, not Hawaii.
Australia
Hogmanay in Australia or Japan or New Zealand or something like that. and then jumping on a quick flight, going to Hawaii, and then doing a second one.
Yeah.
And celebrating New Year twice in the same year.
Well, remember,
very cool.
I know they eventually shut down, but years ago you used to be able to get Concorde.
Yes.
The supersonic jet.
That's right.
Things.
But
But they eventually, one crash and then just bailed.
No, I think I had a couple.
Did they?
Yeah.
But in all their service history up to that point, no crashes. But
Yeah.
eventually.
But then, yeah, because obviously planes crash as well, but it's just...
Because they used to be able to get to New York from like London to New York in something like 3.5 hours.
I know,
wasn't
it was crazy fast.
But that was epic. You could arrive in New York before you left. How's that to commit a crime, right?
Jason Petty saying he loves his cashmere... Oh, his sweater or cardigan. Now you can talk about cardigans. Did you enjoy your haggis and whiskey last night? And yes, I did. I had Lafroig last night, which was just nice. I made a wee Instagram video. I don't know if you've seen it.
I saw it,
Yeah,
so swipe up. I didn't swipe up though, because I knew the ingredients.
Oh.
You said swipe up to find out what the 3 things. I was like, I know what they are.
What were they though?
Haggis, neeps, tatties and whiskey.
Nope. That was my 3 things.
Well, I'm going to fucking go back and swipe
Yeah,
up.
you're going to have to go and swipe up. So go and watch my Instagram stories and Instagram TV and swipe up and see. I basically said Burns Night means 3 things for us Scots. 3 things.
One of them has to be whiskey, the other one must be haggis.
What's the third one?
It must be the poem then.
No. I'm not going to tell you because it was going to ruin it for everybody.
Right, fine. Dwayne's saying, first time seeing you live, it's great, so we've just broken your live Kilted Coaches cherry, Dwayne.
Hey!
Hey! Laurie's saying, greetings from Vermont. And Daniela is saying, good morning. Good morning, Daniela.
Adele, they're making a comeback. Who's making a comeback?
I don't know if that be the Jumpers or whether it be Concorde, maybe. I'm trying to think what we talked about before. They're making a comeback. Supersonic jet.
What about Concorde? In a cardigan. A cardigan, eh?
Do you know what? Not Concorde, but I've always wanted to go on one of those planes that have got an actual bar you can stand at in the plane.
Yeah.
A couple of my clients who are very well off, very wealthy, they tell me stories about it, and even they were quite wild by it. They don't really go to it, but they went upstairs into a bar on a plane.
Yeah.
You can imagine us standing at a bar in a plane.
See, that's just cool, right?
For me scallywags like us, that'd be kind of life. Imagine having a whiskey, a couple of whiskies, and then arriving in New York.
This is what I was saying about, so we're going to London in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, you did say the Concorde.
Concorde, okay, cool. So in, a couple of weeks' time we're going to London and we're being flown down by somebody else, and we're like, I wonder if they're going to be fly us down or going to put us on a train, because actually, in a way, I'd rather get the train because...
I'll see you down there, mate, I'd rather fly.
See, if we're going to fly, if you're in first class on a train, you can then sit, you can have drinks, you can go to the bar, you can do some work, and it's just nice and relaxed. So you're on the train, and then you get off and you're at your destination, whereas flights are kind of like, drive to the airport, park your car, wait and fucking check through security, and then...
No, I completely agree. The thing is though, if you're travelling all the time to London, then you'll get work done on the train. But we're going to be excited as fuck. We're going to get no work
We're
done.
going to be like, well,
we're going to be excited for 5 hours on the train. I'd rather go to the airport, have a bite to eat, jump on the plane, be excited
have your clothing and boot.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't stay with
But
you,
you're right.
I'm too excited.
It is quite nice. And other times as well, if you've got a lot of work on, either you do some work or you just chill out and read a book.
Yeah.
It is quite nice because once you're on your bags, you're then at your destination. Whereas when you go to London, you have to either get from the airport, then you have to hop on a train anyway into whatever. So
it's just a bit of a faff.
Yeah.
It's a faff around.
Frida's saying, greets to Jock and Bobag for me being a while, they rock. Yeah.
That's actually the first time we met Frida, wasn't it?
That's right, because we're like, Frida, is your father Freddie?
Yeah, right.
Daddy's Freddie. That was funny. Frida, that must have been in the summer then. You were probably following us for before that, but that was certainly the first time we clocked your name.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen your name. I think it's because we were more interactive at that point.
Yeah.
Having a few whiskies.
I can't believe we stayed in character for that whole episode. There was a few times we nearly lost it, wasn't it? The thing is, later on that night, my throat, because we're putting those voices on.
Aye. What do you think of that then, eh?
Afterwards, I was like, it's like I'd been smoking or something.
There was a few times when we were both like, oh fuck, just turning away from camera.
Dwayne saying, Rab, the boss is too cute. Thank you, Dwayne. Well, she just had her ballet show last night, and I was so proud of her. Yeah. And she loves her ballet. She had 2 dances. One, she was dressed up as wee cowgirl, which even in rehearsal, she's not enjoyed that dance. She gets it done, and luckily the wee girl next to her kind of saved her because she was kind of a wee bit shell-shocked with the crowd. But the wee girl was doing all the different dances, so once she knew what she was doing, the ballet, she's skipping out, smiles, waving her wand. She loves her ballet. So I was like, fair play. You can't like everything you do.
It's almost like her mum's a ballet instructor or something.
Right, you would think she was a former professional ballet dancer.
Funny, isn't it?
Maybe she gets her dancing skills from her daddy.
I'll just leave that one there, eh?
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh Christ, I missed a set out. To be fair, we've actually been working out. We've been down here since the back is 6. So we've got something exciting. So Stephen's down doing his conditioning work, and I was working his stopwatch because he's got a judo competition coming up. Now, actually, the silly bugger, and I'm going to say this is silly bugger. Now, we believe in not weighing yourself too often, but when he got in really shape for his holiday last summer.
Yeah, in the summertime, I was probably like,
actually, if you look at the picture, was it the one we did up at the waterfall? This is us. This is also us.
Yes.
You were in awesome shape. I can't remember if that was just before or just after your holiday.
Again, it's on Instagram. If you go on, there's a photo of Rab and I. Where there's sort of woods behind us, trees and whatnot behind us.
And he's standing like that. I'm kind of
tensing up.
I'm Tom Hardy.
So I'm a lot leaner then.
But he didn't know what weight he was. Now the issue he's going to have with the judo is that the fighting weight classes of
10 kilograms. So
yeah.
So basically, I have to be 80 kilograms or below, or 90 and below. Now at the moment, I'm about 85, 86. So I'm going to get a little bit leaner, more conditioning in. The problem I've got is if I get down to say 82, then I'm going to have to then drop another 3
to get into the 70 weight class, to be the heaviest in the weight class.
To be the heaviest in the weight class, but I might weaken myself getting to that weight.
Yeah.
Or I just stick to my guns and stick with the 85, 86 and try and put on a bit of muscle, but then I might be a bit lethargic because when I try and bulk, I'm not a natural bulker. I find it really difficult to put on muscle, so then I do get really lethargic. I just don't want to go in at 85.
And because he doesn't know what he weighed when he was absolutely shredded, there's no indication, because when he was shredded, he might have been 81 kilo, which means, alright, you're not going to get below 80 then.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if he'd been 79, you'd be like, great, I just need to get back to that.
Or even 80, I could make that work. I could just go a little bit. I could get a little bit
jobby in the morning, and you'd be sitting
exactly. Have a strong cup of coffee, and it'll just all come out.
Yeah. So bit of a pickle, but regardless. So anyway, here, back at 6, he's doing his conditioning work. I was on the stopwatch.
So you can expect over the next sort of 4. Well, actually the judo competition's on March 17th. So between now and then, you can expect me to get a lot leaner. And maybe a little bit grumpy from time to time because I hate cardio, but I'm going to have to do some cardio because my conditioning is not great at the moment. We focus mainly on strength work. So I need to get back into the conditioning.
Can always get it back. Sure. Now I wish Paulina good luck. She's cooking for 20 people today.
20? Oh.
I've got clients that do that. It baffles me. I remember.
Well, Plum does that. This is
unbelievable. Well, not this Christmas Day. The previous Christmas, or maybe 2 Christmas ago, we hosted at our house. And literally we just had myself, my wife, and her parents came over. There wasn't that many extra people, and I remember thinking, God, this is a becking hassle. I think we were cooking for maybe 8 at most, maybe 7, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh, for goodness sake. And then we hear like Plum cooking for 20 or 30. I'm like, how would you do that?
You need a big kitchen for that. You really do need a big kitchen.
Literally, I would just make stovies or some sort of pasta dish with a sauce. Like, here, deal with that.
I'd be ordering pizza.
yeah. Get stuck in.
You two should wrestle each other. Win-win. Stephen drops more weight and you get to see 2 hot boys go at it.
Well, we would be filming that. We actually might be doing a bit of judo practice.
Yeah, we're going to practice a little bit of called rolling, which we can actually do in this very room because the floor is good for it.
But being a judo gi anyway, so don't get too excited.
Yeah, we're not going to be wearing spandex and doing it, and we're certainly not going to be wearing kilts doing it.
Yeah, just get a wee bit thingy. Dwayne's saying, I'm skinny and been trying to gain weight all my life and just can't. Any pointers? So Dwayne, we've actually got the Lean Bulk program, which is part of our clan membership for $20 a month. If that's something you think about, it's the routine that I follow to put on the muscle. It's a 12-week plan. You get a nutrition formula. There's 12 workouts. You would need access to dumbbells and barbells, either your local gym or if you've got them at home. And you've got all the workouts there, and it's drip fed to your phone or your computer. And if you want to sign up, and it's all part. I mean, there's loads of different workouts on there. But if bulking is your main priority, then it'd be the Lean Bulk, which is part of the membership. And go to thekiltedcoaches.com. Is that /? Which way is the camera going? /clan. You get all the information there. In fact, even on the website, you can click on Lean Bulk and get loads of information. And have a look at it. If that's for you, it's $20 a month. You can cancel at any time. Like I say, it's an on-rolling membership, but that one particular program is 3 months. Got a few people on it just now who are enjoying their bulk. I think some of them are putting on the beef and then they're planning to trim some extra weight away at the end of it. So I need to check in on them actually.
I think not normally speaking, if you're an absolute beginner, like if you're carrying a few pounds, want to put on muscle and burn fat at the same time, it is absolutely possible to do so if you're a beginner. But once you've been into the gym for a little while, it's then very difficult to both put on muscle and burn fat at the same time. It's possible, it's just difficult.
I'm going to do some dips while he's there.
The best course of action, you'll get much better results if you just focus on one at a time. So obviously, like I just said, my focus for the next 2 months is to lose as much fat as possible. I'm not bothered about getting any bigger muscles. But then as soon as I've done the competition, I'm then going to go back into a bulking phase where I'll try and put a little more muscle on, and I've just got to accept that I might gain a few pounds of fat. It's not going to be crazy, but like at the moment, over the Christmas period or over the winter months, I focused on eating more and doing a lot of strength training just to put a bit more muscle on. But you know, I put around a few pounds of fat around my midsection, and it's just something you've got to accept. So when it comes to the bulking plan, you've kind of got to, and like I said, Rabs designed the lean bulk to do that very thing. Just put on as much muscle as possible, and it works. It's just a great program.
20 to go. 19.
How many are you doing? Like 1,000?
60. I'm doing all of them.
All of them. He's doing all of the dips. Hi coaches, that's JD Do. LK, hi. Just on the computer. Glad I catch some least. Do you all cross train like any other training than weight training?
We did a bit of that this morning actually.
So my little conditioning set this morning was 1 minute on the bag, 1 minute. So then we went on to the weighted sled. So what I've done is attached the battle rope to the sled, put on 20 kilograms onto the sled, and I just stand, pull the sled via the rope. As soon as the sled's at me, I then push it all the way back. I do that 10 times, 5 times. The plan was 10 times, but 5 was tough. And then onto, I've got a big fat tyre. It's like a forklift tyre, and I done 10 flips of the tyre. Then 1 minute rest, and then repeat the whole thing 3 times. So it's kind of like, it's just like a full body conditioning circuit.
Oh, right.
And it was tough, my lungs were burst.
The blonde one is super hot. I want a husband like him to.
Why?
Yeah, Volker. Dreams are made of this.
I need my haircut though. I'm getting my haircut today. It's just ridiculous.
It's just getting out of control.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Do you know what? I hate getting my haircut. It's just something I just like, has to get done.
Yeah, because you have to go into town, park your car, or if you get someone come to the house.
I used to get Jen, who's great. I love Jen. She's really nice. Great to cut my hair. And she's like, "Oh, come at the house." I was like, "It was fine, but she should only come on a Tuesday." And then it sort of messed up our filming days. And it's only like, once a month, but you're like, it's still a filming day for us, and it's just much better if I could just nip into town and get it done. I might get Jane back.
I've got my old hairdresser back, Ev.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my hair cut for a long period because she was still affiliated with a gym that I was no longer a member. But she now branched out on her own. She's loving life because she works less, earns more. But anyway, I've got her old back and she fits me in. And also her parents are butchers. So every time I go in, they've got a marrow bone for Nala. I'm like, get in! So yeah, it's more relaxing. But yeah, what I don't like as well, because for a while we were going into a barber's, and I don't like when you have to queue. I don't like barbers that don't take appointments. I understand why they do it, but it's a pain in the feckin' arse. Because you've got to pay for parking. You don't know how long you're going to be.
Especially where he was, it was like you can get an hour max on your car. You can't stay for longer than an hour. If you park your car, you put your ticket on, and he's like, "Oh, I'll be about an hour." You're like, so I've got to waste a whole hour of my life waiting for a haircut. It's just not good.
And also, there was a couple of times I was in there, and I'm a sucker. If there's like a mum with a son, I always let them go in front because I know what it's like. You're trying to keep kids occupied. Yeah. And I'm waiting and I'm like, yeah, you can go in front of me because kids are only a 10-minute haircut anyway. But you've got that. It's push you back another 10 minutes.
You're just too nice.
No, it's not easy. Hi, Mohammed. Gillian saying hi from Seattle. It's funny, Seattle. In fact, it's Super Bowl Sunday. I think that's next weekend. But the Seattle Seahawks used to be the team that I loved for the NFL, and then I just became a player hound. And what I mean by that was, because I love watching the NFL, but I'm not that passionate about any one team.
Okay.
Whereas I'm passionate, I like watching the draft and then I follow a particular player.
Okay.
So if I like a player, I like watching him play, regardless of who he plays for.
Okay,
so if they were in the Super Bowl final, one team had one player I liked, I'm like, yeah, I want them to win because the player. I wasn't that passionate. So yeah, there you are.
I also don't. Jason doesn't like a salon, but it's nice to occasionally splurge on a straight razor shave.
I just don't know whether I would trust that.
To be honest, well, we don't shave anyway, but like I just get a big razor, disposable, and in the shower I go shh, 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 shh.
Oh, do you have to shave those bits?
I just need the line up now and again.
Because all I do to shave, I usually just do. I mean, not at the moment, but usually I just do a neckline.
Yeah.
But I've never need to shave there. No?
I just go down there. It just basically is a straight line at the top as well.
Ah, nice.
Do that now and again.
Grooming tips. In fact, Stephen did a really good video a while back, how to groom your beard.
That's right, I did. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We used to do random videos. Anyway, now that all this talk of a haircut, I'm definitely going to go today get a haircut.
Gillian saying, what? You don't like the Seahawks anymore? It's not that I don't like them, it's just that I really like their top. I've always liked the Seahawks top. It's just that they've not had a player for a while that I've been like, yeah man, he's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's not that I don't like them, I'm just not bothered about them. Paulina's off to do her preparation, so all the best with that one, Paulina.
Bye bye, Paulina. Who's on YouTube. And question, I use gluten-free bread and lactose-free milk. Should I take supplements to cover what I'm not having? And what are you, well, if you're having gluten-free bread and lactose-free milk, then the only things you're not having are gluten and lactose. But I'm guessing you're having those things because you don't want them, so I'm not too sure what you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean generally you only take supplements for things either that you're missing or something you're deficient in.
Yeah.
So you have to identify what you're missing, but gluten-free milk tends to have everything in it. Lactose-free milk has
everything apart from the lactose.
Yeah, therefore...
But to take a supplement to get the lactose in is defeating the purpose of having lactose-free milk. But no, you wouldn't be missing anything just by having those things.
Now, Frida's asking, anything I can do to get rid of aching muscles or abs are killing me today? There are a couple of things you do. The classic one is getting good either Epsom salts or a muscle soaked bath. That's one thing. Now, what's the name of that supplement you can take as well? Begins with an A. It's going to piss me off. It's like R. There's a supplement you can take that helps with achy muscles. I'll never have to take it once, and to be fair, it did actually work. It's
arginine?
It's not arginine, no, it's... There's a supplement you take anyway. I'll try and think about it. If I think about Frida, I will put it back in the comments. When I remember it, I'll go back into this video, I'll go up to the comments and I'll reply to you with the answer. But there is a thing you can take, because I remember having a tiny wee tub of it, just in case.
Right,
and then so if you get really achy muscles, you can take that.
But yeah, the best thing to do is rest. They're aching because you've torn your muscles, you've basically caused damage, which is the whole point. Yeah, it's a good thing. But it's time and good nutrition that's going to, so make sure you get your protein in, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're resting, and if anything, try and get a little bit more blood flow into the area. So I always recommend just walking. You know, no matter which muscle it is, you're walking, you're going to be moving pretty much every single muscle. Now I was just hearing a comment from Ash that said, what about calcium? And if you're having lactose-free milk, you're still getting the calcium from the milk, but actually you'll get much more calcium from your green leafy vegetables. If you're taking them, it's going to be much better for you. So just make sure your diet's high in spinach and broccoli, cabbage and that type of thing. You get a lot of calcium from that.
Now, what's this cool name? So it's not Danielle, it's Zaniel.
Zaniel?
Zaniel Morning from South Africa. What a cool name. And Dwayne's actually requesting a gun show.
We don't do gun shows in here. However, every now and again we have to point to the lights. Where are the lights? They're right there!
Oh. Yeah, just for you, Dwayne. Catherine is saying magnesium. Yes, magnesium will help with sore muscles. It's not the one I was thinking of though. Fuck, it's going to shit at me. No 6 feet on body. Why? Don't know what you mean, Yusuf, but I sure you mean
that. Sounds like something that Yoda would say.
Yeah.
No 6 feet on body. Why?
That wasn't Yoda's voice. Like Jackie Chan or something. Or something.
So Matt, Matt, off to write a bit before bedtime. What are you writing?
He writes books. How's that for memory?
What kind of books? So
That's as far as my memory goes. I know he writes books.
So you say, I'm going to read just before bed. Oh, what do you read? A book.
Aero books.
Books, yeah, cheers.
Books.
What kind of books?
Those books were made for reading, and that's just what they'll do. One of these books are gonna read all over.
Just, no sex on feet. No sex feet on body, why? It's just so funny.
English mustn't be their first language, to be fair, so they must be.
Yeah.
They must have typed into translate, and it's.
We don't mean to laugh at you, but I'm pretty sure if we were trying to speak a different language and we messed up like that, it would be funny. It would be very funny.
To be fair, it might not be them that messed up. It might be Google Translate. Because
maybe.
We had previous videos where we used to translate things, and when Google translated it, man, the order that came out, you're like, what the?
Remember, the main one was Lindos Gatos.
Lindos Gatos.
Lindos Gatos is like sexy cats.
Yeah.
And you're like, sexy cats, really?
That's right.
And I'm like, meow.
Christian saying, hello, sexy boys. Diane's asking, what does that mean? So she's replying to the same.
Diane, that's a great question. Very well presented. Yeah. Deserves an answer.
What is it?
Matt, do you combine them? Thrillers and gay romance.
Ah, good for you, Matt. Very niche.
Somebody said, does he combine them? So it's like a gay thriller romance. Thriller, yeah.
Yeah, you can have both, right?
Australia Day. Is it Australia Day today?
Every day's a day somewhere, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine you had one of those calendars that actually had every single day that was possible.
Everything. I think they'll exist, won't they?
Because our ones have all the Scottish days or UK days and all a few things. Because what's the one? Do you remember what's it? Steak and a blowjob day.
Steak and blowjob day.
Yeah. Why does that fall? Because the joke is it's every day, but
it's after Valentine's Day, is it not? Is it not like?
Yeah, because we are led to buy flowers and chocolate.
Is it the 14th of March maybe? Because it's like a month after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is for the girl, and 14th of March is steak and blowjob day. Something like that. I can't remember.
Diane's giving it the oi, oi, oi.
I haven't in the past, Jason, but I have a couple of murder mysteries coming up this year.
Oh, happy days, Matt. We will look forward to it. I think if I was in a murder mystery.
Yeah, March 14th for Kate steak and blowjob day. What have you got under it? Are you talking about our kilts?
We've got socks under it.
We've got socks, yeah.
Sometimes shoes as well. That must be one of the most common questions we get, isn't it?
Yeah, what do you wear under the kilt?
Do you know what? The answer to it is go and watch enough of our videos and you'll work it out. There you go. Gets those views up for us.
In fact,
shameless views.
Gets right up! What's under your kilt? Rabble tail, yeah?
I might even use the thumb! Actually, Wednesday's video will do a bit of a reveal for that as well, so if you can hang on till Wednesday, you'll get your answer then. Diane saying, don't tell hubby about March the 14th. Oh, come on, Diane. Cook on my steak, eh?
Thing is, I can't really kind of shout on that one from my wife because I don't do Valentine's Day. I just never have. Don't do cards, don't do anything for Valentine's Day. I'm like, nah.
So while I'm eating my steak and blah, 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 I'd be like texting him going, hey, bet you wish you'd done Valentine's Day now, buddy.
Nah, my reasoning is I'm not going to be told by society when I'm going to be romantic.
That's right, you're your own man.
Romantic is spontaneity.
Yeah. I mean, you think of the money that's generated by
it's crazy.
Valentine's Day, isn't it?
It's the feel, it's the thought, and actually that's why I hate the gift giving process at Christmas and birthdays and stuff like that. It's like society's telling you should go buy all this stuff, and more often than not it's stuff that the person doesn't need or doesn't want.
Yeah. It's
just a waste. Unless it's kids, because kids fucking love presents and they're like, oh, new toys, that's good, it's a different story. Yeah. But see, for adults, I'm like, nah, you just shouldn't do it.
I've just taken the viewpoint as I'm not that bothered about presents at Christmas. I like the whole experience. I like to see people, I like to enjoy food with them. So what I do when Christmas time comes to presents is it's just quite simple. If I'm not going to see them over the festive period, I don't get them in.
Yeah.
There's not, how many times have you been in like start of January or even middle of January at Merry Christmas, by the way, because you haven't seen them because everyone's busy. It's just stupid.
Yeah. So
give them a call, have a chat with them, spend time with them if you can do it in person or on the call. That means more than you know.
Definitely. Unless you've got a great idea for, oh, that'd be a great idea for a gift for this person, then by all means go and buy it and give it to them on their birthday or Christmas or whatever. But don't don't go out and...
Katie says, I love giving way better than getting gifts. But she's like, well, looking forward to March the 14th. She's like, February the 14th can get the thing, but March the 14th. Sorry, Katie, I couldn't resist. My apologies. Diane loves her accents. We would say, what accents?
No, we don't have accents.
Gillian's saying, yeah, I have enough stuff and I've been trying to talk to my parents into buying experiences rather than stuff if they want to give me something.
Yes.
Yeah, because you want it, you remember experiences, you enjoy it, like going out for lunch, and even if they paid for lunch as the thing, if they don't have to, that's no, but rather than here is a gift.
Yeah. Do you know what I've just realised? See, last year for Christmas, well, not last year, the year before that, I said to my parents, like, I'm not going to get a gift. What I think we should do is go out for dinner, I'll buy lunch, we'll go over to Edinburgh, we'll get the train over, it'd be nice. How do you fancy that? So it sounds great, but my mum broke her arm a year ago.
Oh.
And
is that the piano thing? No.
No, it was just after that.
Oh.
She broke her toe on she got run over by her piano. This is funny.
Poor Mary.
It's not something from a cartoon. But no, then she fell over on the ice and shattered her elbow. So she just wasn't in the mood for going. I was like, look, we'll chill, we'll wait till your elbow's better, your arm's better, and then we'll all go out. And I've just realised after that, it's actually not happened. And the whole year's passed.
But you went, did you not take them all to Edinburgh?
Nah, it wasn't on me. I was just a wee day out.
Just have to take her out for lunch
I'm
now.
going to have to take him out.
Jan Banco saying, what help you have, so good mood. I think you're basically asking why we're so happy in the morning. Because we love life, it's the start of a new day. Get up early, can do lots, hang out with your buddy, pump some iron.
This is the best start to the day, right?
Yeah, just get on with things. Thing is, it's funny, I get up pretty early and I usually get fuel at the petrol station, usually around 6 in the morning. I always go and chuck in. The people behind the till, who to be fair have been on night shift or tired, they're like, you're always so happy in the morning. I'm like, I'm always happy full stop, because give out, give your energy out.
Yeah. The more you give, the more you get back.
Yeah.
If you go around being happy, if you smile at somebody, the chances are they will smile back. Okay, every now and again you get somebody who's just a grumpy little shit and they will not smile back at you, and you just got to feel sorry for them and move on by. But more often than not, the person will smile back at you, and when they smile back at you, you get a little bit of their energy. They've got some of your energy because you smiled at them, they give a little bit back, and it's just this awesome energy transfer. That sounded dirty.
It's like giving or getting, mate, because Katie's all over that.
But
so
yeah,
again, Katie, your husband's listening, I know, I'm sorry.
There's a lot of people who have maybe been hurt in the past and they're very scared of even giving a smile because it's that fear of rejection. If you smile at somebody and they don't smile back, it's just like, oh, I've been stabbed in the heart again. And I totally understand that a lot of people have been through a lot of difficult times in their life, but as soon as you put it in the past and just look forward and say, do you know what, I'm just going to smile at people and be happy, you'll realise that being happy creates more happiness, and the cycle just...
It reminds me of a comment we had recently. So it was on a Scots Hate English or whatever video, whatever, it's one of our Scotland videos. The person's like, the world does not like the Scots, you're a bunch of grumpy. And it was this huge, long, heated comment. And obviously this person had run into a rude Scots person and had an interaction or an altercation. And there's a lot of there, those words.
Yeah.
And but they felt the need to then diss the Scottish. And we were laughing when we were reading it. We're like, yeah, you've actually been wronged by a Scottish person somewhere. But again, it shouldn't allow you to change your view of all Scottish people.
No, exactly.
Or people in general. If someone wrongs you, don't carry that baggage with you. Just put them in the asshole category and move on. They're the asshole. Doesn't matter where they're from or what colour their skin is. If they've been an asshole, they're an asshole. Boom, carry on with your day.
Yeah. See, my first experience meeting somebody American was when I was in the army. We actually went to Canada, of all places, and Canadians are generally really happy people as well.
Yeah.
But I met one American guy, and he was just a bit of an ass, and I was like, man, so my instant opinion of Canadians are awesome, Americans are dicks. And it was just so naive and narrow-minded of me to think this was one person, but it was, for me, that was like 100% of the people of Americans that I'd met were assholes, because there was only one of them. But actually, it's only when you go to America, you're like, actually, these people are pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's fine. So, but this person had obviously met one Scottish guy, or maybe a couple, thought, nah, the Scots are assholes.
Yeah, and it felt the need. It was a long-winded message. You're like, whatever.
Now, I've just seen a comment from Anne there. She said, can we send her some of our smiley, happy energy? So, and of course we can. We're going to do this up close.
We'll put it in the spawn first.
Oh, wait. Ready? And this is just for you. Hello!
That's probably one of the creepiest fucking things we've ever done.
I like rusty spoons.
Man, everybody always asks why we keep little hands in our spawns.
And we're not going to explain it.
No, not in this video. But we will one day. We'll get the suspense going.
If you're interested in as to why we carry little hands in our spawns, then you'll go and find out that information. It's on our channel.
Debbie's saying, I completely agree, boys. Smiles are infections. Infections? Smiles are infections? No, infectious. Pass them on. Diane saying, say, brrr, you make me shiver. I'm not going to say that. A lovely Scot said this to me once in Edinburgh. I was eating ice cream in winter. Brrr, you make me shiver.
Gareth Jones is asking, aren't you cold going around shirtless? Nope, this is just for working out and going
I'm
on
not
YouTube.
shirtless, what are you on about? I got my fur, I've got Quincy. It's funny people that still ask, who's Quincy? I thought his name's Rab. You're like, I just leave it hanging there, I don't explain it. Somebody either explains it for them, or they just leave the confusion. Is Quincy the dog?
Just leave it hanging there, do you?
I'll leave it hanging there, aye.
Yeah.
Hanging loose and staying funky.
It's like, what do you wear under your kilt? I'm not going to tell you, I'm just going to leave it hanging there.
Dwayne's obviously followed us for a while because he says, I can't believe you still have those tiny hands.
Damn right. But you got something that good, why would you ever get rid of it?
Exactly, Dwayne, it's just too funny. the truth is, we keep them in the spawn, we forget they're there.
Yeah.
And then
until the situation comes up where we're like, that's why I've got it in there.
Yeah.
Like, see if somebody's just going through your spawn, like, why have you got that? You're like, well, it's just my little hands. Like, you can't really give them an answer. But when the situation calls for it, you're like, you don't even have to say, oh, get your little hand out there. It's like, no,
just smooth.
This is a time for the hand.
Katie saying, love that you've named your chest hair. Well, I didn't name it, it came with a name. It's my symbiont. We are Venom.
We are Quincy.
We are Quincy. He's actually Quincy Mark II.
It's funny because I could completely shave all mine off and nobody would notice.
Actually, when we shaved this off for the Tom Hardy stuff, you got the hate for shaving too.
You guys need to stop shaving. I'm like, I fucking never.
But it's just the contrast, it's always that I had then.
Yeah.
And like, Rab, stop shaving your chest. It's like, I've done it literally twice. It's just that we filmed a lot of videos and we tend to take pictures from those videos. So people think they're new pictures. It's not, it's from the videos from ages ago.
I posted a picture on Instagram because every third picture I do is like a topless one. So I shared one of our old pictures the other day of us back to back.
Oh, that one,
with the flat caps on, and it's like sepia, so it's like old style and the flat caps. I just thought it was a cool picture.
Yeah.
And I was about to post and I was like, but Rap's gonna get some hate because he shaved in this one. Fuck it, he fucking deserves it.
But again, it's because it's an old picture.
Yeah.
So generally, when we put pictures, like, the people think I'm constantly shaving. I'm like, how fast do you think this has grown back? Like,
I know, it grows pretty fast.
it's just because the old workouts or some of the old. I've shaved it twice. Once for the Tom Hardy and once ages ago when. Well, anyways, happened twice for whatever reason. And in that time, we did a lot of videos and we've taken screenshots and pictures from those videos and they get reused and recycled. And people are like, stop shaving. I'm like, I'm fucking not.
Somebody was just sitting there. So Augustus, oh my god, I just read an article about salad fingers. Awesome, you mentioned rusty spoons, too funny. Yeah, so salad fingers is really creepy thing from years ago.
Well, he's come back out with new videos, not with salad fingers, but on his channel.
Yeah.
Dave Firth, I think the guy's name is. Really, really creepy
Yeah,
stuff.
creepy but genius.
Yeah, you can't help. It's like a car crash, and I mean that with the greatest respect to people who've been in car crashes. But you can't help but stare.
Yeah,
You can't-
exactly.
The music's creepy. You're like, this is so creepy, but you're like,
Yeah, the whole sound effects from the whole video is really strange.
it's really well
Now,
done.
who's Simon Miller? You guys and Simon Miller are the most positive people. I love it.
Rab and Scott Hall share a Quincy. I can't unsee it. No, we don't share a Quincy. My Quincy could maul Scott Hall's thing, whatever it is. His is his Razor Ramon. Quincy is your friend, Rab. He's my symbiont, actually. I don't have a choice. I could try and rip him off, but apparently I've got to like hit a big bell, and he doesn't like the sound of bells. It's the vibrations,
okay.
and that's the only way I can get him off.
The relationship between Rab and Quincy has actually gone to another level where Rab gets him off.
That's a brilliant line in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So if you've seen Thor Ragnarok, he's trying to find a weapon, and he's like, "Oh, you choose the weapon. What about this?" You know, he picks up the trident. He's like, "This is what about the trident?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, I suppose it's only good if you're fighting 3 vampires that are stood together." And he starts talking about his hammer. He says, "You had a bit of a connection to this hammer." He's like, "Yeah, I used to twirl it, and then it would pull me off into the sunset or something." He's like, "Oh my god, it pulled you off!"
That film is genius.
Yeah. Right, we're going to be wrapping this up, everybody.
Yes, yep. We're going to go home and get some breakfast.
Yeah, so hopefully we've inspired you to do some workout today, if depending on what time of day it is, or if it's night time. If it's night time where you are, go to bed, get up early, do some press ups.
Yeah. Should we finish this with a point to the floor and to the ceiling at the same time?
Yes, but just before we do that, go onto our Instagram, The Kilted Coaches, look for both our tags, Stephen Clark, the Rab Shields one. Follow us individually because we're trying to get our own followers up over 5,000.
Yes, we do over 5,000.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Go like, right. Oh. Ready?
Mate, I think there's something wrong with the light.
Is there?
Up there.
Up there? Oh, wait. There's something on the floor. Look at that.
Oh.